This is KUGAN CASSIUS for iFilm London. We're at Parsons Restaurant here in Waltham Abbey for the Rudolph Walker Foundation dinner. With me, I have the legendary Nitin Ganatra. Have I pronounced that right?
Very good, very good. That's it, that's it.
Good pronunciation.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the night and what you're doing here, Nitin.
Well, tonight's a kind of a launch party for the whole event, you know, when we start this work that we're doing, mentoring these kids and, of course, supporting Rudolph's Foundation. So we're going to hopefully just get to know each other a little bit tonight, talk about our plans, ideas, sharing stories. So it's a nice little ease up to get going, really.
So this, the award that Rudolph has set up, I believe that he has some mentors, including yourself, that go to the schools and do your bit.
We've all been allocated schools where we go to work with these kids. We're supposed to be impartial, we're supposed to sit there and watch them, but I'm sure, I've been talking to a couple of the other guys, you can't help but get involved because they're putting on performances, they've written scripts, and you know, as people who work in the industry on a day-to-day basis, you kind of want to join in a little bit and hopefully guide them a little bit.
People like Rudolph don't have to do what he's doing. He's trying to get kids doing these kind of things, get them off the streets, and this award thing that he set up, I mean, the finals come in July, but it's a great incentive for people to actually do something with their lives.
Absolutely. I mean, I could talk for days about Rudolph. I mean, just recently I was talking about when I was an actor, when I started acting, there weren't that many Asian actors around. There were a few, and they'd been paving the way. But when I was a kid, the only black face I saw on TV was Rudolph's. And Rudolph was the first guy I ever saw.
Love Thy Neighbour?
Love Thy Neighbour. We grew up on Love Thy Neighbour, you know, and of course it's politically incorrect now and pretty racist. But for that day, to have an Afro-Caribbean actor on a mainstream comedy show, and Rudolph, the thing is about what people hear the racism, what they don't see is how clever Rudolph's performance was during all of that. Because we all rooted for Rudolph. We all rooted for his character because he played him very charming and very witty. You know, the fact that Rudolph's character was laughing all the time instead of getting angry, he nailed that character. And so it's only when I became an actor and became an Asian actor, working in a white mainstream industry and dealing with the issues that I thought, my goodness, that Rudolph must have had to deal with all of this. So how did he do it? And he subverted it. You know, he made his character likable, so we end up rooting for him. And that's what a lot of people forget, that he's had a huge influence on all of us here today. And so with the work that he's doing, getting these kids off the street, I'm one of them in one respect. I could have gone down a very different path in my life. I saw him on TV, you know, and it influenced me in one way or another. And then I end up working with the man. So, you know, the work that Rudolph's doing will have an effect on these kids. It's a good thing to do because we never had anyone. When Rudolph had never had anyone as a not just as a role model, but somebody who's actually going to encourage you, a real mentor. I never did. So, you know, it's really what we can give back.
I'm an Asian actor as well, Nitin, did you know?
Yeah. Join the club.
I've been in some very bad films, still struggling, but, you know.
So I saw them on RedTube. Was it that one you were in?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
What have you been in that's been very bad?
I can't name them because if I name the bad films, those people that made them films will probably watch this, and
that's your career gone, right?
It's career absolutely gone.
Listen, doesn't matter. As long as you're working, don't worry. Can you do a good Indian accent? Because that's all required for you.
I can very much.
That's it. That's it. You got the job. He can play any Asian man in any small role that's peripheral to any plot line in any TV show on mainstream TV.
Is there a possibility I could be a secret love child of Masood? What do you reckon?
Secret, because we look alike, right? Because we've got the same. Because we're both brown.
Hold on.
We're both brown. Yeah. That helps.
Could I be introduced? Do you think that's a possibility?
I think it's a good pitch.
Yeah.
Let's pitch it first.
Absolutely. What happened to your character from being like this nice family man who was like devoted to his wife and kids to actually going off the rails and becoming a love rat? What happened?
Yeah, but it was kind of a once a week thing, really. He just split up from a 30-year marriage to get off with a 24-year-old, and a week later get off with a 50-year-old. I mean, life's great for Masood, but you know, you wonder what was really going on in him. You know, a psychological through line would have helped.
Do you blame any of this on your brother in EastEnders, AJ? Because he seems to be that negative influence on you.
Oh no, he's. You know what? Polder and I go back 20 years, and so so we kind of work very, very well together. We're kind of like brothers in real life, although we don't look anything alike. But people keep saying that. People keep saying we look like brothers, except I'm the naughty one and he's the straight one in real life.
How much of Masood is actually real life to Nitin?
I don't know. I don't think I could have managed a 30-year relationship. Not with a woman like Zainab. No, I don't think I could. I don't think I'm as patient as Masood. And I don't think I would wear a postman's uniform if you paid me $1 million. I don't think I'd do it.
Definitely not.
Nah. I don't think I'm as laid back. I'm much more violent. I beat my family. I do beat my wife and my children, unlike Masood. And you know, I have a terrible addiction to alcohol. So, as far as me and Masood, we're very different. That's not true anyway.
Absolutely not true.
Just in case someone somewhere goes,
he's an actor, it's not true. It's absolutely not true.
Absolutely not true.
Just finally, can you tell us, is there going to be some sort of final thing with Masood and Carol Jackson?
Apparently so. Apparently...
wedding bells?
I know, there won't be wedding bells. No, in the tradition of soaps, it's going to be all roses and it's all going to go wrong.
That's the EastEnders way.
That's the soap way.
That's the soap way.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, Nitin, thank you very much for talking to I from London. When you go into work on Monday, just remember that idea we just talked about.
It's a good pitch.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. Because you're going to be the tall, good-looking one in our family, right? Yeah. There you go.
And I've got like a special connection with Tamra. I sort of look after him.
Okay.
Because his other brother left him, so.
I know. We need a new family member.
Absolutely. KUGAN Masood. I'm up for it. I'm up for it. Oh, just one more thing. Dot Cotton calls you Masmood.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
She did it herself.
Was that on purpose? Yeah. Accidentally on purpose?
Absolutely true story, right? What happened was when I first joined, I bumped into June Brown, and she said to me, "What's your character's name?" And no, she didn't even say that. I bumped into her and she said, "Masood is your character, isn't it?" And I went, "Yeah." She goes, "How'd you pronounce that?" And I went, "Masood." And she went, "Oh, I'll never get that right. I'll call you Masmood." And that was it. And it stuck.
But it works for Dot, and it does work in that character.
Oh, it's very good. She's a gem. She's brilliant.
Absolutely. Right, listen, this is the final. Thank you very much for talking to I from London. Pleasure to meet you and a pleasure to interview you. And we're going to enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to it. Cheers. Thank you.
KUGAN CASSIUS with Nitin Ganatra. Ganatra. It's Masood, isn't it? I from London. Thank you very much.